All right, what is going on, my dudes? We are jumping into the Terrax top 10 list today for Eternity of Pain, week number 3. And like always, like every week, I want to give out that message that, hey, this is a tough fight. You do not need to solo this. If you have the items and the revives and the overflow, use them. You're going to be seeing lots of solos. I already uploaded one. It doesn't matter. You do not have to solo this fight. You don't have to solo any fight, okay? So never ever feel pressured by the videos surrounding you on YouTube and line chats and everywhere else. But that being said, you should know that by now. Let's start jumping into the top 10 for Terrax. This guy was not too bad, though, all that being said, compared to previous Eternity of Pain fights. Now, some of the objectives are very limiting, okay? There's new Avengers, mutants, and medium, and defensive tank and villain. You need to know that when it says end, it has to be mutant and medium. Can't be just a medium champion, can't be just a mutant champion, medium and a mutant. Defensive tank and villain. Okay, so those are the 3 objectives here for this week. Now, let's start jumping in. And yeah, number 10. I actually have not tried this one. I tried all the other ones, but this one, just in theory, it could work. You know, Gambit works well for the Terrax in the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, preferably though with the Horseman ability. So now, can Gambit do this? Probably. He has a concussion on the special 2, which definitely helps some of the rock field damage, right? Plus, if you get lucky with the special 2 big hit, you know, a big crit, he can definitely get it done. It might not be a solo with Gambit, but if he is your only medium mutant option, he can definitely work better than other less than ideal options. So that's why he is on the list here. Up next, we have I-Bomb. I-Bomb here being a defensive tank and villain champion. Now, one of the nodes on this guy is that for every debuff on the defender, you're going to be reducing some of the damage that you take back. Now, you're going to be taking a lot of damage in this fight. You take it back, you know, from his rock field just in general, so you can mitigate some of that. But also, there's special delivery. Now, you could do 2 things with special delivery. If you have debuffs, you know, like with I-Bomb, you can kind of ignore that a little bit and keep attacking, right? But also, you can just kind of spam specials too. Now with I-Bomb, you really do want to get to that special too, right? So you can get those poisons flowing, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I-Bomb, not my favorite option for this fight for sure, but if he's your only defensive tank and villain option, he definitely can work. Up next, we have Apocalypse. There are a few Apocalypse solos floating around the YouTubes, the interwebs, and Apocalypse is, of course, a phenomenal champion, and he can definitely work, right? He fits the defensive tank and villain champion objective, of course. He's a mutant, but he is not a medium champion, so only one objective there from Mr. Apoc. Up next, we have Hyperion. Now, Hyperion is one of the only decent options for the new Avengers, okay? Now, Hyperion does have debuffs. He has the Incinerates on the special 1, plus you can kind of ignore special delivery there, right? So Hyperion is going to be just a decent option just in general because of the power gain, allowing you to cycle those special attacks, allowing you to stay aggressive. There are, you know, some nodes that are going to get in the way of that occasionally because there is the ebb and flow intercept. So it could happen in a way where you use your special 1 and then you get your Incinerates on and then they're all gone because of ebb and flow intercept. So do keep an eye on that if you're using Hyperion. Try to time it appropriately so you're going to get the most bang for your buck for those Incinerates, right? And of course, Terrax also has powerful from afar. So just be mindful of that as well. Now, you know, the nodes on Terrax, we didn't really go over them yet because there aren't too many things to look out for. There is, like I said, special delivery, the node that decreases the damage you take back, right? There's ebb and flow intercept. He also has, like, you know, unstoppable on his heavy attack, but in general, right, he's just pretty much like a really big Terrax is kind of what he is. But there is also a node where if he's under 1 bar of power for an extended period of time, you take a burst of damage. So just stay aggressive, and that's pretty much what you want to do here. Up next, we have Toad. Toad, medium and mutant. Toad's really good for this fight, man. Toad was really good. Went in 1 time, got the solo after the stream. Very simple fight, man. Just attack him, right? Use his aggressive nature to keep stacking up those poisons, right? Go for the special 2. When you get the special 2 available, and try to time it so you can get the stun on to get the big damage and get the passive stun. Aside from that, spam some special 1s. You're gonna have a good time with Toad, man. He's gonna be healing the entire time. Good stuff with Toad. Up next, we have Havoc. Havoc, really good for this fight, man. The top 5 are all really good for this fight. These 5 are, like, you know, good. I'd honestly throw Toad in here, man. So the top 6 are all really, really good. Havoc, Sweet already uploaded the video of Havoc. He does really, really well. The Rock Field fuels his plasma stuff, so it's going to be easy to ramp him up, right? Do some nice damage over time. Plus, you're going to have debuffs on Terrax, so that way you're going to be reducing the damage back that you take even more on top of the already high energy resistance that Havoc has. So yeah, definitely really, really solid option for him if he is your medium and mutant option. He's very, very good for it. Up next, we have Sunspot. Sunspot fits 2 objectives, and I think he's the only champion who fits 2 objectives, man. Yes, because none of the defensive tanks are new Avengers or mutants, and none of the mutants, mediums, are new Avengers aside from Sunspot, man. So Sunspot fits 2 objectives, and he does it really well. The most difficult thing for me here was just, it took me about like 15 minutes of trying. It was just his AI was just all over the place. I feel like he would hit his dash in would be at like different speeds, Terrax, every single time. And he dashed, he would throw random heavy attacks, you know, he wouldn't allow me to intercept, he would just go for the walk light attack thing. So yeah, I mean, Sunspot, amazing for the fight. It's just like dealing with the AI made it a little bit tough. But one thing I like to do is I like to get above 2 bars of power after I use a special 1 at first, and then I want to go for the intercept to get the ebb and flow intercept, go for the special 2 right away, and then it's possible to get back to another special 2 in the same ebb and flow intercept window, right? Get the big special 2 off right before ebb and flow intercept, you know, the protection comes back. Then it's going to purify all of your incinerates and give you those solar flares back. So Sunspot, really good for it, especially if you have a high sig Sunspot. It's definitely ideal. Up next, of course, we have Namor. Namor, absolutely amazing for Terrax everywhere. He's really, really good for this. He fits the mutant and medium objective really well. Namor does a really, really solid job on this. Of course, you know, he is AI dependent as well. You know, sometimes, like I said, Terrax doesn't really let you get that easy intercept because sometimes he just does the walk and light attack, so you have to really be on your game there for that. But of course, Namor going to be reflecting all of the damage, all of the special delivery damage, all the stuff back. Really good stuff. You know, Terrax is bleed immune, so you're going to just build your outrage very, very quickly. So just in time for the movie, Namor does really, really well. Up next, man, the next two, we have Wiccan. So somebody pointed out in my live stream that during my Wiccan video back in the day, I said something like, one day there's gonna be like a big Eternity of Pain Terrax boss, and Wiccan's gonna be really good for it. And lo and behold, I was ahead of the curve there. So Wiccan, really good for the fight. Really, really solid for the fight. Most people don't have Wiccan, unfortunately. He's very new to the Future Crystal. If you do have a Wiccan, if it's the New Avengers option, he is the best option for New Avengers easily. He is a very strong counter to Terrax in general, and this is pretty much just a big Terrax. That's what this fight is. It's a big Terrax. So your normal Terrax counters are going to be good here. But, you know, there are objectives, so, you know, you might as well fit the objectives if you're going to be doing it. And up next for number 1, we have possibly the most underrated champion in the entire game right now. Titania, so good, man. I pulled her from the featured like 4 times, took her to rank 3 instantly. She's so good. Amazing for this fight. So good for this fight. I uploaded the solo already. Go check it out. I think Sweetie did as well, probably with his rank 4 if you want to see rank 4 in action. Mine was with suicides. His probably was without suicides. I don't remember, so the power level is actually probably equal. But yeah, dude, Titania, incredible. So good for this fight. Really, 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 really good, man. She's just very, very solid. You know, the way that Terrax works is you can be very extra aggressive because, you know, he's not going to be throwing specials because of the rock field. And with the node here, you're going to be placing so many debuffs with Titania, you can ignore a lot of the damage, go for the special 3, the heavy chains after the special 3. It's so much fun. She is a very, very fun champion to play, and she's amazing for this Terrax, man. So yeah, that's going to be it for this top 10 video for Terrax. Yeah, man, I feel like the top 8 really are like the 8 really good options. I-Bomb is okay. Gambit could be okay. But yeah, 1 through 8, definitely really solid options. A lot of them are very popular champions. Namor, Sunspot, Havoc, Hyperion, and Apocalypse. A lot of people do have those champions. You know, Toad as well. But yeah, and Wiccan and Titania are new. If you happen to have them though, and maybe you're trying to figure out like, who should I rank up? I just pulled a lot of new champions, man. Like maybe you want to rank one of them for this, check out some videos. Yeah, they're both really, really good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Again, just play into the nodes with the debuffs. It's just pretty much a big Terrax. His AI was the biggest problem for me. So yeah, just watch out for that, and I'll be seeing you around, man.